Welcome on in. I hope you're feeling well, YouTube. Right in front of me, I got the Rog Ally with the Z1 Extreme chip. In today's video, we are covering Tarisland. We are going to go through the Tarisland gameplay, play around with the frame rate, and if you do not know what Tarisland is a free-to-play classic MMORPG on PC and mobile devices. Pretty mind-blowing because this could be huge. Only gonna bring in a massive player base. The game is developed by Level Infinite and published by Tencent. Tarisland also features raids, diverse classes, crossplays, and a vast world of exploration. Your typical MMO setup. It features 9 classes, a ranger, paladin, a warrior, and come on, the mage, what I picked, priest, bard, and the fighter. Each character is fully customizable to give you full flexibility to tailor to your characters. But it's all down to your preference and individual playstyle. The game has visually striking environments that are very calming and satisfying. Let's go and jump in and find out and see how it's looking. I installed the PC version of Tarisland. You can install the mobile version if you use something like BlueStacks or mobile emulator, but I'm using the installed PC version app, so let me launch the game. The game does not have controller support, but it does have touchscreen support. As you can see, playing on a phone app such as Google Play or BlueStacks, you should have full functional buttons to use your touchscreen like you're playing it on a mobile phone. Right now on screen, this is my character. The game globally released the 21st of June 2024. It's got nice colors, very vibrant. This is my character. I made it to level 20. So let's jump in. We can use touchscreen anytime we like. I'm going to get the mouse and keyboard plugged in for myself so it's just easier to navigate around the screen, especially when I'm filming. Right now we've got our login rewards. So this is day 2, so I'm going to claim my day 2 rewards. Boom. It moves flawlessly. I can't complain. There's no stuttering. For me personally, and you know me, I go all out. I play on the biggest frame rates. I got it on 120 right now. Here, I'm using the USB Type-C adapter to use my keyboard and mouse. So I'm going to plug this straight at the top of the Asus Rog Ally. Honestly speaking, using a mouse and keyboard on the Asus Rog Ally, it does take the objective away from being a handheld gaming device. But when you're playing a game like this, I would suggest using mouse and keyboard, unless they have controller support eventually coming along down the line. But when they do controller support with this game on the ROG Ally, you'll be ready to play on the go. So I will give you a quick feel of the game now. So this is my mount. You get this mount for free. Well, you don't get it for free. You've got to pay for it in the shop still. But you get a mount in the beginning of the game. You also get a little sidekick, a cat, a pet. Your typical classical MMO RPG style of gameplay. But when it comes to Tarisland, it is visually striking. It's fun to play. It's very fun. It's very basic. You don't have to worry too much about getting things done or can you keep up. It's a very fun and playable game. From what I've got from it so far, you will never feel lost. Everything is explained, even down to the mechanics in raids, dungeons, boss fights. Like right now, I'll give you an example. I'm here, what can I do? So this one says, talk with Catherine. Where on earth is Catherine? All I need to do is click the icon and it'll bring you straight to Catherine. The artwork really does pull you in. The colors, the type of art they use, it's nice. It's nice. A lot of people say World of Warcraft. It gives me Disney. What's that one where he's got the key? Oh, what's his name? Kingdom of Hearts. It gives me those vibes. I don't know why. I like it. And I wouldn't say it's any less scaled than the mobile. PC's versions dumbed itself down for the mobile versions, but I could be chatting rubbish. But let's get into the full experience of the game. Like the ROG Ally should at least have a version where you can play touchscreen mode. 'Cause a lot of these companies are not catering for the ROG Ally or these PC handhelds. And when these PC handhelds come with so many functions such as touchscreen, and the touchscreen works on the mobile, so it should work on the ROG Ally, or you should be able to pick between touchscreen or mouse and keyboard. Let's have a feel of the game. I feel like I've been chatting and I have not made you feel the game. So I'm gonna get the volume up. I love the sound though, it's relaxing. It's a very calming, chilled game. All right, I'm gonna follow these to head to Catherine. Here's Catherine.
Mr. Lord is waiting for you.
So let's tune that in. Just hit level 21, baby.
While I was trapped in Carleon, I missed out on the news that had been coming from the tribe.
As I said, the player fan base is huge. Since I started, obviously all MMOs, I play a few MMOs to be honest. A lot of them start off with loads of players playing and it eventually dies out. But we'll see with this game, because there's a few MMOs coming out this year, but we'll see. I'm gonna try and cover as much as I can with all these games coming out for the ROG Ally. I don't know if you noticed on the channel, I've been showing you a few games what worked flawlessly with the ROG Ally. And some games don't work as well on the ROG Ally. This one, for example, works perfectly. Settings, gameplay, but you just have to use mouse and keyboard. And to be honest, this game does not ask for much. Let's get into the settings. At the bottom right, you see the cogwheel saying system, click system, hit settings. My frame rate settings is FPS 120. As I said to you in the beginning of the video and all my videos, I play on max settings to get the best out of my ROG Ally. All right, so let's jump into the next part. This is autoplay with the audio. I just keep that all on, except from in the world. That's just at default. And that's it for the video settings, to be honest. You can only change the frame rates. You cannot really play around with shadows, coloration. You can't really do much with the balance of the graphics or the video settings for the game. The only control you got is the frames per second. I want to give you an example of how the settings look. So we got 30 frames per second. Let's get it on there. This is the lowest settings you can have it on. It should work the best at this settings, to be honest. But as I said, it's not really... You got really nothing to complain about. You may lose a bit of sharpness as you lower the frames. The quality has gone down, as you should know, if we dropped it down to 30 frames per second. Let me get the frame counter on. So as we got in this corner here, we got the CPU, we got the GPU. So the CPU's hitting between 10%. That's good. The GPU's at 98, perfect, because we want the power to come from the GPU. Temperature's looking clean, exactly where we want it. Battery life, it's the ROG Ally. We don't talk on the battery life. And here we have it, the frames per second. I don't think my frame counter is going to be working. Do remember from the comments, someone did suggest to me to download a frame counter from AMD. I need to get onto that. This is on 30 frames per second, 20 to 30 frames per second. Right, we're going to knock up our frame counter again. Go back to the cogwheel. We're going to hit it to 60 frames per second. There we go. This should be your average, to be honest. I have a funny feeling this frame counter is not going to rise. All right, it's going up, 26, 25. It's going to give us the same frames per second as it did with the 30 frames. So I don't know if you realize the game did get sharper. Best way to tell on camera, I should have stayed by the water or the grassy areas, because the grassy areas and the water really start to sharpen up the higher the frame counter goes. We're going to knock it up again to 90 frames per second. There we go. You can actually see the fishes in the water though. Can we not pick up those fishes? I guess not. No, sure you can. Once you click them. Nah, guess not. Right, no lag on this side. It's funny, as you can see, there's not really a huge difference in what's going on. So we'll go back, settings, and put it back on 120. Because this frame counter is not really moving for some reason. But visually, the game is improving. I don't know if you can't see, as I said, because the game's recording. But the game's actually visually improving the higher I put the frames. It did say expect lagging the higher you put it. But for me personally, it moves so much better the higher I put it. Like, as you can see, I'm spinning it around. No lag, no tearing, no stuttering. For a free-to-play game, and it's almost just as good as high-name games out there, which just plays, kind of looks better than some MMOs out there. I can't complain, especially in the ROG Ally, and I can play it in the comfort of my environment. But yeah, this is Tarisland on the ROG Ally. Let me know what class you picked. Let me know if you even played or tried the game. Remember to subscribe because it really does help. It helps with the algorithm so people can see my videos. I do appreciate all the comments and everything what's been happening in the growth of my YouTube channel so far. You guys are the greatest. So I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.